Welcome, my dear sweet friends. My name is Emmy, my husband is Paul, and this is the channel Frugal Money Saver. Welcome back to our channel, and if you are here for the first time, we welcome you. I hope this video finds you well. It's going to be 50 degrees here in New York. I know! Did you see the sunrise? Absolutely gorgeous. The only thing is, we're supposed to get a lot of rain and some high winds overnight tonight. Hopefully the power will stay on. It's just so nice to feel 50-degree weather. It's going to be back down again to 20 next week, but we'll take it while we can. We are hoping everything is well with you. Today's video, we want to talk to you just a little bit about thrifting and buying secondhand. We're going to take you into a thrift store with us. We're going to show you the type of items that are really good deals in a thrift store. And I know sometimes people are put off by using secondhand items, but I cannot encourage you enough. With the way prices are right now across the board, prices are rising everywhere. And we need to look at ways we can save money that maybe we weren't 100% comfortable with before, but now maybe out of necessity, we could try some of these things. And thrifting is one of them. There are so many amazing bargains to be had in secondhand stores. Everything from housewares to clothing to pocketbooks, whatever it may be. And at some point, as much as we reuse and recycle and repurpose our own items, there may be times when we do need to actually purchase something. Why pay full price? We don't want to pay full price. We never pay full price for anything, right? And we're keeping items out of the landfills. And half the time, what someone else doesn't want turns out to be absolute treasures for those of us who are looking for a certain item. So we're going to show you some good deals and some not so good deals when we take you into the thrift store with us today. After we're done, we hope you have a better knowledge and a better feel for the wonderful bargains, the amazing bargains you can buy secondhand and save yourself a ton of cash. No kidding. We're also going to be creative in the kitchen today and make a one-pot meal Zuppa Toscana from Olive Garden's copycat recipe. It is so economical, so filling, so delicious, and we're going to show you how to make it super easy. Because I'm going to reiterate again, one of the biggest ways we can save money with the prices rising is right here in the kitchen. By being creative and thinking outside of the box, making new meals that we haven't tried that are economical but filling and delicious. By subbing items one for another, because as these prices rise, one thing that we do have some control over is our food and what we purchase and how we prepare it. We hope this video is nothing but an encouragement to you. So we're gonna flip the camera around and you're gonna come thrifting with us. Sit back, relax, and we are so happy you are here. When you first walk into Goodwill, there is a sign telling you what the color of the week is. If your item has a blue tag on it, you're going to save 40% off right off the bat. Here is a list of all the items and the prices of each item. Our Goodwill is color-coded, meaning they put all of the same colored items together. This Goodwill also has an abundance of clothes, more than anything else. It has racks and racks of clothes. This Goodwill is also a great place to find Pyrex, baking dishes, things that you may need for your kitchen, and you can see the prices. Here's one for $2.99 right off the bat. It's going to be 40% off because it is the blue ticket item. Perfectly good Pyrex square baking dish. Great place to find kitchen items at reduced rates. These are just beautiful soup bowls or possibly cereal bowls, 99 cents a piece. They look absolutely brand new. These are Pyrex glass food saver bowls, and they come with the lock lid, $3.99 a piece. Absolutely great for those of you who don't like to store your food in plastic. They were absolutely gorgeous at $3.99 a piece. Just thought I would add this in now in the middle of the video. No, I did not buy one thing today, so you all be proud of me because I really didn't need anything. These were some vintage, beautiful Pyrex bowls. They were $3.99 and $2.99, and they really were in beautiful condition, but I did not buy them. We put them back to bless someone else. When you're in Goodwill or thrift stores, always think of gifts for other people. Beautiful, brand new place settings, $5 for a 4-piece place setting. You could have bought the whole set for $40. What a beautiful gift for a wedding, someone starting out on their own. Look at these red glasses, 99 cents a piece. Absolutely stunning. Again, think gifts. The trick to really finding bargains at Goodwill is taking your time. It can seem overwhelming. It can seem like the shelves are crowded. Take your time. You never know what you will find here, and it could be a treasure. First thing when I saw this, I thought anniversary gift. $2.99, 40% off, bake a cake, present it on this plate. What a lovely gift for minimal cost. These are two items that were totally not worth their price tag. $2.99, and it was just sturdy and not nice. This was $3.99, which seemed awfully expensive for this little tiny knickknack that you would put on a shelf. These were naturalizer shoes, which looked like they were in really good condition. $9.99, 40% off. These were brand new, tags still on them, $9.99. So it's just a matter of taking your time and looking around. Sometimes the items, I don't understand why they even put them out. These were really beat up and they wanted $10 for them. I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody would pay that. If you have an aversion to wearing clothes that someone else has worn, just keep an eye out for those items that are brand new with tags still on them. There are so many. Look at this gorgeous red jacket. Price is the same regardless of the new tag. On it, it is still the same Goodwill price, no difference. This dress was absolutely adorable. Brand new, tags on from Express. Look at this. Again, just because the tag's on it, it doesn't matter. They're going to charge you the same price. This was another gorgeous little dress. For a spring wedding, a graduation, for $10, where are you going to find something as lovely like this? Brand new. Designer labels for men's shirts. LL Bean, Calvin Klein, Eddie Bauer, all great quality items. No matter what department you look in, you will find brand new items with tags still on them that people have donated. This item, the manufacturer suggested you sell for $68. Well, it ended up brand new in Goodwill. Always wash any item you purchase from a thrift store before using or wearing. We are in the kitchen now after a day of thrifting, and we are going to make some Zuppa Toscana, which, if you've ever been to Olive Garden, is one of their signature soups. And Zuppa Toscana in Italian basically means Tuscan soup. So that is what we are recreating today. We are cutting the recipe in half. I will link the original down below. We use 2 Italian sausages that I removed from the casing and just chopped up. 2 slices of crisp bacon, and I cook these in the same pot that we're going to be making the soup in. About 2 diced potatoes, about a quarter diced onion, 1 large clove of minced garlic, 2 giant handfuls of kale that we cut up and washed, some red chili pepper to taste, 4 cups of, I'm using my homemade chicken stock. The recipe calls for a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm using milk. Don't have heavy whipping cream, so you use what you have. I also kept about a tablespoon of the drippings from the bacon, and we'll show you what we're going to do with that. It's a very delicious, frugal recipe. You're using 2 sausage links for the whole pot of soup, so it works out great. We're going to go over to the stove and we're going to start cooking. In this pot, I have about a half a tablespoon of olive oil. And the first thing we are going to do is we're going to brown this sausage. And I advise you to use Italian sausage because Italian sausage has fennel in it. And that fennel loans itself to this soup in such a way that just gives it that robust, hearty taste. We are going to cook the sausage until it is fully cooked and no longer pink inside. These look like they are perfect. They're cooked. Now what I'm going to do, I'm using one of our elusive napkins. And very carefully, because this is hot oil, I'm going to put the sausage pieces on the napkin and drain them. Then I am going to drain the oil from the sausage out of the bottom of this pan. Very carefully, please. It's hot oil. Now, some could argue that sausage fat is the same as bacon, and I would tend to disagree. Totally different taste. So I'm going to put that reserved bacon grease in here from the 2 pieces of cooked bacon. Just has a different taste than sausage grease. I am going to add our onions now. Not the garlic yet, though, just the onions. If we add the garlic too soon, you know the drill, it will get very bitter. So now we're just going to cook these down over medium heat. Dixie, Daddy says we don't need a Roomba because we have you. Is that true? We don't need a Roomba? What do you think? We don't need one. We have you. So we browned our onions a little bit. Now I'm going to add the garlic for just about a second till it's fragrant, and you can see the bottom of this pan. Keep an eye, you don't want it to burn. You're gonna have to stand here and stir a little bit. Now we're going to carefully add our 4 cups of chicken broth. Add it carefully so you don't get splattered. We are adding our 2 potatoes. Carefully, again, please, because kale can cook a little bit longer. I'm going to add the kale now. And that was like 2 big handfuls of kale, roughly. You're going to want to scrape the bottom, too, to glaze the bottom of the pan, get all that yummy flavor off. And now we're going to cover this, and we're going to let it cook for about 15 minutes until those potatoes are tender. This cooked about 15 minutes on a low boil, and those potatoes are tender. Now we're going to add a little bit of red pepper, give it a little kick to your taste. We're going to add the sausage back in. We're going to crumble our bacon. We're going to just add it now. Just crumble it right in there. It smells like Olive Garden in here. I'm going to add the cup of milk, and I took a little bit of extra milk and I added about a tablespoon of cornstarch to it. And we added that in. I'm using the cornstarch and milk because I didn't use the heavy cream, and I just want to thicken it just a little bit. This is going to be better than any Olive Garden soup ever. Now we're just going to let this all cook through for about 5 minutes. We have one of our bread bowls from the other night when we made our homemade clam chowder. And Paul is now going to turn this into some garlic toast for us. So how are you going to do that?
I'm going to take this and just slice it into some medallions. Maybe about a 1/4 inch thick.
To make our garlic toast, I just use a little bit of butter. And then I also use, for extra robust, delicious flavor, a drizzle of olive oil. Between the butter and the olive oil, oh my goodness, what a taste. A little bit of garlic. A little bit of onion. Yep, I know it's not conventional, but wow, is it good. And a little bit of Italian herb grinder. And there we got it. I should have said, after we're done prepping them, we put them under the broiler for just a few seconds. Look at how yummy this looks. The soup had cooked for another 5 minutes just to heat it through. It is just as good, if not better, than Olive Garden. We're putting a little Parmesan cheese on top. We have our garlic toast. What an amazing meal. We wish you bon appetito. We hope that you have a little bit more clarity when you are thrifting in thrift stores, whether it be Goodwill or your local thrift store, what to look for. What are some good deals? What are some practical items? I know a lot of people thrift to look for treasures and things like that, but sometimes the treasures are in the everyday purchases that we need, that we actually were going to purchase anyway because something broke or we need to go somewhere and we don't have an appropriate outfit to wear to this occasion. Thrift stores are such a great way to save money. And I hope you saw how delicious that Zuppa Toscana was. A little bit of sausage, a little bit of kale, some broth, potatoes. So good, hearty, filling, delicious. I know some people sub out spinach for the kale, and that's a great sub as well. I know a lot of people make it with spinach. We like it with kale. Kale holds up a little better. It's a little firmer. It is just a great economical one-pot meal. We can save this money if we are just practical, if we stay positive and we think outside the box just a little bit. We again thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give this a big thumbs up if you would be so kind. Any question you may have about this video or any comment you have about this video, you know we always love to hear from you. But our question of the day to you is, what state or country where you all are watching us from? That would be so fun for us. We would love to know that because I hear from so many of you and we have no idea where in the world you are. Thank you again for being here. We love you. We ask you to stay safe. We ask you to stay well. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, bye-bye.